we don't lose any more uh good quality content. My headphones don't want to connect to my computer right now for whatever reason, but
It's
I'll give
all good.
um
It's all good.
yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get the thing going. So listeners, it is a good Friday and keeping it authentic is here. We were blessed today. We were blessed today. But before we get into how we
Man,
were blessed today, just want to welcome y'all back to keeping it authentic. As y'all can see, we're in a virtual setting for the first time. This ain't gonna be our normal, but we just had to get this episode out. We had things we wanted to talk about. Um, Kendrick Lamar dropped nine something this morning. K Dot came and just presented the city of Los Angeles. I mean, I know like everybody can access it, but it felt like he like hand delivered two Rosecrans and just was like, my Los Angelinos, like, happy Friday.
listen, my auntie that, my great grandparents are on Rosecrans in Santa Fe. My aunt called me and was like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, what you mean? She said, Kendrick drop. I said, you in the middle of my listening session right now. Like, we could reconvene when I'm finished. And when I got done, we were both like, I just finished. She said, I just finished it too. I said, yo, reincarnated? Listen, reincarnated had me in tears, dog. I'm not even gonna cap.
She not capping at all because she texted me right. She's like, man, I told Asha K dot drop. She was like, yo. Then all of a sudden you was just deep into the album. You talking about you in tears. You was like, you gonna find out. Trust me. And when I got to reincarnate, I was like, oh, them kind of tears.
Listen, like, okay, like, honestly, I'm gonna put it like this: the Gen Z not gonna get it, okay? As a proud millennial, and I'm sure the Gen X's will definitely understand that, like he came in on some Machiavelli status type. He was wit and he was on that, okay? He did the whole flow. He made his voice grungy. I said, oh, he tapped into the studio. I'm sure he was like, cut the lights off and just let it flow through him. I said, oh, because who can do it better for sure? Because number one, why would you ever try that AI stuff, Drake? Kendrick said, let me show you. And at the end of the day, I'm going to tap in on, on that Gemini. You feel me? We going to play the part. And he did it proud and he did it well. And, the samples that he had, I want to say there are like 5 songs on the album out of the 12 that he's sampled phenomenally. We have, like I mentioned, with Reincarnated, we got the Machiavelli era from Tupac. He also paid homage to Nas for, Man in the Garden, which was actually like just, and, shout out to my auntie, the same one I was talking about. She was the one who, took me out of the house to meet that man, during an age where I can't even remember. But, till this day, she's like, I was babysitting you and your cousin called me, was like, you trying to see Nas at the so and so? She's like, okay, I got Asha with me, but she's like, yeah, bring her. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the SWV track, so beautiful. Because I can go on and on. Like I said, I've been running this album back at least like 8 or 9 times today. This album it's just chef kiss. He literally just, he said, here y'all go. Happy Thanksgiving.
He said
Happy
happy
holiday.
Thanksgiving, happy holidays. And I had such I don't think I ever experienced FOMO until this morning because I was at work. I had back meetings, but my phone is blowing up. K dot dropped. Kendrick dropped. You hear that, Kendrick? He dissed Wayne. He dissed Snoop. You hear it yet? Oh, this is a bang. Everybody is blowing up my phone. I think
Bro.
everybody I know that knows I like Kendrick Lamar hit me up, and I am on a Zoom meeting, just sitting here scrolling through Twitter, not even paying attention to what's going on in the meeting, respectfully. But I'm just seeing people like, K Dot's back. He to go. Oh, this is fire. banger, quote after quote, and I'm like, I can't listen to it yet. So after that
I'm
meeting,
sure
I was
you
like, you know
rocking.
what? I was like, you know what? Too many people banging my line. I gotta give it a listen. And then
Yeah.
then it just started. I'm like, oh, this that type of like this that LA bop. Let me stomp to it.
It's LA
Uh,
coded, baby.
it is LA coded, and it's crazy is I was listening to this comedian the other day, and he was talking about Not Like Us and how Kendrick must have been in the studio. He was like, you know that Kendrick did the LA step to the mic when he said, "You think the West gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga?"
And like let's for real. How dare you? Like that was a low blow. There is no way he was just gonna let that slide. And like I said, as a proud Angelino and a proud Gemini, we gotta finish it. We gotta finish that off at the end of the day. And then not only that, all this man do is mind his business. What are you gonna get with somebody you gonna keep poking the bear? A bear that minds his business. It's not gonna stop. And then not only that, he gonna let you know who he is. Kendrick knows who he is at the end of the day. He don't do none of that cosplaying stuff. So that just made me very proud as somebody who, like I mentioned, like just growing up on Rosecrans in Santa Fe, and being all throughout LA, and being a Pac fan and loving Nas's music and loving R&B, and appreciating the cadence and the artistry and the creativity of the lyrics and the bars, and and he putting people on the album. We
Yep.
got Ash Chike on the album. You feel me? People on here that are sliding, and I'm like, you know what? It's a good year for LA. It's a phenomenal year for us. And I'm proud. I am so proud. And I've been smiling ear to ear since this dropped.
I can
Like
feel your energy through the computer, and you're so right that LA is just really on the heater because the year could have ended with the Dodgers winning the World Series. Everybody in LA would have been like, "Hey, what more can I ask for?"
it wasn't enough. It
Then,
wasn't enough.
then
Like, bro,
K-Dot dropped this.
like, come on. You want to know how much this affected me? I went over to the freaking t-shirt store and bought some Fresh Pro Clubs just because. Although I could have did a lot, I said, you know what? I'm about to go get me some new shirts, dog. Like this album had me and my sister geek. Like we were in the back. I got it on the speaker, on the party speaker, dog. We were in the back just running it, just going crazy, just running it back and just analyzing every single song. Like there's no way he gave this to us and he gifted to us like this. Like there's no way. Songs 1 through 12, just flawless. Who else could have done that? Who
I don't
else could
know.
have done that?
I do
You
not
feel me?
know the production value of that album. And it's just like innately, I just want to like just rock
Come
to it.
on.
The whole
No, for sure.
album, be stomping
For
and
sure.
shit. Just like
For
I was
sure.
literally once I was listening to it in my office. I had to shut the door for a second because I like, nah, I gotta rock to this real quick. Like, but I can't. I'm new at the office. I can't just be out here doing this and the door open.
You got to tap in for a little bit.
I was like, let me close my door and like tap into my people real quick before I get back to these emails.
No, for real. You just a little bit, and I'm
Just a
sure it
little
pushed you a little
bit.
further for the day. Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely. That's the exact. I needed that K dot energy because nigga,
For
I deserve
sure.
this.
Like you said, I deserve it all.
I
Okay,
deserve it
I've been
all.
I've been nothing but genuine. I've been getting it through the mud. You know what I'm saying?
I deserve it
I've been
all.
more of a friend, even when you didn't know how to love yourself. I deserve it all. Like I felt every word in that. I felt every word in that song, and I said, "Oh, hold on, I have to take a break." I said, "Hold on, he touching me here. We getting a little bit like." And I'm driving, get myself to eat. I said, "Oh no, I gotta go back home and finish this because this is a little it's hitting me deep."
And that's when you know you're listening to good music because I was trying to wait until I could like really like give it the respect it deserved. I was like, I need to be
For sure.
seated. I need it through a good speaker. I need me a glass of water or something. I need to be present. Cause this ain't no just let me flip on the radio. I need to sit here and like I need to be there in the studio with him. I need to be bobbing
No,
my
for
head with
sure.
him.
No, for sure. And it's funny because while me and my sister were in the backyard, she was like, "Oh no, bro, I feel like the Hulk listening to this. I feel like I can just do anything."
That's the exact energy. It's like, yeah, who fucking with me?
like, oh my God, like this is amazing. And of course, I had to do my homework. I had to make sure I categorized what my favorite overall song was, my favorite bars. And honestly, I got like 14 bars that
All right,
I
let's
couldn't
let's
pick.
let's go ahead and get to it. Before we get to favorite bar though, since you asked so many for that, let me ask you this: what's your favorite beat on the album?
Oh, my favorite beat is GNX. That beat is so nasty.
I was just listening to right
Like,
before we joined the call. I was sitting there like,
it's a cool little make you just want to bop to that and be like, mm. Like, have you felt like a joint and you knew that? Like, yes. Oh, like, what? Like, GNX, absolutely. GNX for sure. For sure.
it's a tough choice. Like I will change this answer every day for the rest of my life. However, as of this evening, when I will say there are some wrong answers, but just kind of wrong answers. But there's a lot of right answers. One of the right
hmm
answers for me, I need that "Hey Now, Say Now." That shit slaps.
Yeah, that's a party bop. Yeah, I got that as I added that as a category, favorite party bop, and it's like five of them. And that's Hey Now for sure, like for sure. I'm walking into that.
Walking into that for sure. Should we
Uh-huh.
should we go to your favorite party bop category then?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it depends on the party though.
It
So,
do depend on the party for sure. It
it
depends on the
it
party for
depends on the
sure.
party. But then you also got to make sure you put something in to lead up to whatever party you going to. You feel me? So,
Mhm.
I just feel like, if you pre-gaming, and you just going, you getting ready to go over there, I would definitely, it's hard.
It's hard as hell.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay, I would say squabble up.
That's the answer, though. That is the
I
answer.
would say squabble up.
That
Yeah,
is for
yeah, yeah,
sure the
yeah.
answer. And I think part of it is
Yeah.
because in that Not Like Us video, when we heard that, we was like, oh, release this yesterday. We need this. We need this now. Why did you tease us like this? You need to release this.
For sure, absolutely. It's like, oh, you got it. And then that sample for that, I was like, oh, you got the A Bob. I loved it.
Squabble up
I
is
was
the
like,
answer for sure.
squabble up is you going to the function on the way there, and then when you got to get it cracking, it's definitely TV off. TV off is on. TV off is on that. Like that's something that's like, okay, we in there, we feeling it. Once the DJ played, it's like, oh, that's exactly what that feels like.
Man, just man. Like I'm just imagining like listening to this like in just like a small group kickback with me and like my close friends. Like we just
Man,
kicking it like we would have a blast
it just turned into a party.
just turn into a party and people just having a good time. Like this is good time music.
It really is, and it reminded me of when we were growing up and we were having our parties.
Yep.
Like this is what LA was all about when we had fun and we had our house party. Like we was bopping the beats like this. Like this is what had us going, had us having a good time. Dancing. Coming together and just having fun. And that's something I just really miss. Like I really miss that.
Hey, but we gonna continue to create our own parties, our own functions, to have a good time
Sure,
because we know how to have a good time and we got adult money, we got
for
adult
sure,
brain, so now we know how to like
for
really
sure.
just be cool in it.
For sure. Absolutely. And that's why you got to put on that Dodger blue. You feel me? Woo! That Dodger blue is nice. That's smooth. I
And,
got to go on a
and
drive to that.
what a song title! What a song title!
Man. Oh my
Dodger Blue right after
God.
we won the World Series, and it just Whew. And
Come on.
just to give like just thank you, Kendrick. Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10. It's not even
Don't
that
say you hate
complicated of a
LA.
bar, but
Like,
I felt that.
don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10, but don't say you hate LA but live in LA and pretend. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come
You know who
on.
you are. You know who you
Come on.
are.
Cause just like I feel like we're at a point in society where all this TikTok generation, everybody go to LA to do the trendy shit.
Oh,
Like
for
people
sure.
who are from LA are sick of like the disrespect. Oh, LA is so Hollywood. Like, yes, there's Hollywood in LA, but don't keep y'all north of the 10 asses talking about my city like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Because at the end of the day, you need us. You need us for your party bops. You need us in the club. You need us in the bars. Like let's be for real. Like let's go there. Let's go there because we really on that. And without us, because what he say previously over the summer, they not like us anyway. So at the end of the day, without us, y'all ain't gonna have no pop.
It's crazy he gave us Not Like Us, this, and Euphoria all in the same year.
Oh, yo, that's a whole nother pod conversation because that whole beef was just crazy. I just feel like he ended it with Meet the Grahams and then he just continued to want to keep going. I said, oh, bro, this is a bloodbath. You want to keep this going? You want to keep pushing it? All right.
Hey, to this day, I've never felt like I was witnessing active murder to when I heard Meet the Grants for the first time. Cause I was like,
Jaw to the floor. Me and my sister were just like, the whole time, like jaws were to the we the whole time we were just stuck. Listen to the whole thing, and we were just like, this is a horror film. I'm scared. But The Alchemist was just the
mm,
perfect person to do it. The perfect
mm.
person to do it. The track record that man has is just he picked the right person for that. Oh God.
Uh,
Like I said, that's a whole nother conversation.
yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
whole
whole
nother
nother conversation. Let's get to the
conversation.
next category. You want to go favorite lyric now, or
Oh, there's too many. But I want to say my top number one is it's not no legends when my legend ends. Because let's talk about it.
like
Let's talk about it.
when I was headed home from work, I heard that for the second time today, and I was like, oh yeah, like I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, Kendrick know who he is, and he on that. Y'all
He
gonna
is.
leave this man alone.
You're gonna lead us, man. I know. And I just think
For
that like there's just so many just relatable bars. I wasn't even like, oh, you doing something crazy with the metaphor. But what's the bitch, I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it? Like that's real.
Right. Because if we're not on the same page, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, G Lo. Oh, that's how you know how deep it is. Like that's somebody really telling you, like, listen, like
He's like,
if
I'm
we on not
serious.
yeah, like that's some serious stuff. And you know how brothers feel about their grandma. That's how you
Nigga,
know it's
they
serious.
love their grandma.
They love
Cause
granny. Like I love
the
my
thought of me
grandma.
cutting my granny off is like, dang, like that's tough.
It's really tough. Like it has to be so serious for you to actually get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to cut off people that you used to even hang out with or friends, but yo, granny,
Crazy.
that's deep. That's real deep. That's real deep.
The other
Would you
one,
say?
oh, go
Oh yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say, was that your favorite bar, or you looked like you was about to mention it?
The Granny Bar is up there. I think the LA bar is up there too. Another contender I'll say came very early on in the game. Used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
My sister kept repeating that one because it was like, dog, Wayne know he messed up with that one. Like you should have never spoke. Like you should have stayed out. You should have never picked a side. You should have never spoken nothing. You just keep your cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you already up there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, but it had to be said. It had to be said. It really had to be said. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, Wayne, come on, dog. You was on my good side for a little bit, but then, you wanted to be peace treaty or whatever you was trying to do. And it was kind of like, just stay out of it. Just stay out of it, bro. Just relax.
Best
Stay
part of
out
the
of it,
song
man.
though. Best part of the song. Hey, 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 hey. That's my bitch.
Yo, it's so many. Like I said, I have 14
Let's hear a couple more
on
then.
here. Let's see, like I mentioned before with, Man in the Garden was, the two that hit close to me is like, because my intention was pure even when you were unsure, and showing up as your friend, telling truth better than your next of kin. And that's real because, I'm sure we've all dealt with, being, you know, part of people's lives in which you were just genuine to them. But, even when they didn't love themselves, you were still there, had their back, and, still kind of, they don't know the other intentions of other people. And I was just like, that's real because at the end of the day, especially in this industry, like I'm sure there has been a lot of that. And,
Hmm.
he calling it out. He calling it out like he sees it. Um, you know, I just love he said, I'm way too important to ever let you slide on me. I'm way too important to ever let you I'm not gonna let you do that. And I just love that. That's definitely something that's motivational that I'm just gonna put on my back because at the end of the day, it's like absolutely not. Like, do you know who I am? I'm not gonna let you. What?
Do you
Like that's
know who I
crazy. Like,
am?
come on now. Like, let's be for real. The end of Reincarnated when he said, "I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back."
Mm.
That was, I,
I think
like
that's
I
the
said,
one.
that's like my favorite song on the album. Like I keep playing it, and every time I play it, I get goosebumps and I get chills. Because at the end of the day, if people really know Kendrick's story, especially with that connection to Tupac, it's like you can really understand. Like you know, he set the bar for him to sample, from that Machiavelli era, and then hit his cadence and his whole flow. It like I said, it's just like he came through that man while he was just in there, just letting it out. You know what I'm saying? And for him to fill those shoes, he was the man to do it. And who else gonna be able to do it? But at the end of the day, when he switched it up, and it was kind of like he was talking to somebody that was telling him, like, I put you down on this earth because you were special,
Hmm.
even before you even knew. So, that's something that ran like really deep, and especially like using Pac and with Pac's story of being a passionate individual as someone who was just always so in tune with himself, but also knowing how misunderstood he was as well. You know, that's why you hear the grunge in his voice because, like, it's passion, it's getting grimy and getting dirty to let you know that he getting this through the mud, but you literally have to feel him. Like Kendrick said in another song, like F the entendres, I'm gonna make you feel this, and that's
That's
exactly
one
what
of my
I.
favorites too, because it was like, yeah, like, nah, I'm gonna make you feel this. And another one I
For
was just looking
sure.
up right here. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I could tell residue that linger from your past creates a cell. Father, I'm not perfect. I got
Mm-hmm.
urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die.
Mm-hmm. See? And people don't know that you gotta kill that pride and that ego in order for you to see that light and get where you need to be. And as we've talked about it as people that are in these transitions right now and trying to be the best and have that aha and be there, and we got this adult money, but we still growing at the same time. There's some sacrifices that we need to make in order for us to get there, and that's part of it right there. So
Man,
it's so much to unpack.
there
I just
is.
it's just
I think the
so
listeners know what your favorite song is, though. I think we might have spoiled that
it
category.
is. It's yeah, for sure. My favorite overall song, Reincarnated, but you know, Whacked Out Murals was a phenomenal starter. He walked in, powered up, and came out swinging. It was probably one of the best ways for you to start an album, period. Because he just came in there and just, I don't know, it's kind of like he was just sitting there. Yeah, then the second verse came, he was like, nah, F that. Just started calling folks out, and then I really hate when people feel like just because a rapper holds you accountable or something that's always beef. Oh, he just calling it out from a real one to a real one to another real one. It's like, this is how I felt. I'm saying it like it is. Like the whole Snoop thing. Like, I don't know if you were on Twitter and they're like, oh, like, he said Snoop something about what Snoop said and this, that, and the third. Snoop tweeted was like, yeah, it was the edibles. Gave it a fist bump and called it a day. Because I'm sure they already had that conversation. He was
Yeah,
already aware of that bar. I'm sure he was already aware of that bar, bro.
I
So,
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
come on, like, but a lot of people don't get that, and it's okay.
a lot of people don't get that. Um, Man,
What
any
about
last?
you? What's your overall favorite song?
I don't know if you convinced me and I'm biased now, but it might be Reincarnated. Um, just because I felt that on a very deep level. Um, yeah, it might be Reincarnated. Like
Mm-hmm.
Reincarnated's up there, Hey Now's up there, Murals is up there. They
Mm-hmm.
all up there. I'm gonna keep naming the whole album if I keep saying who up there. Uh,
For sure, for
it's just
sure.
such a good album. I will say though, I've only listened to it twice. You listened to it a lot more than me,
Okay,
so I gotta
for
still
sure.
develop some relationship with some of the songs. But I'm
I
just
feel that.
excited for just listening to this. Like once I like
Yeah,
had those songs, like oh, I want to listen to Reincarnated right now. I want to listen to
yeah,
Hey Now right now. I want to listen to Dodger Blue right now. Like I'm about to drive to
yeah.
San Diego tonight. I'm about to listen to Dodger Blue on the way down
Oh,
immediately.
for sure. You got to. You got to going in that territory. Heck yeah, you gotta wear that proud. But I will say the honorable mention for me is the Heart Part 6.
The Hard Part Six is that shit too. I always love the hard songs, and Hard Part Six it hit.
It's so good. I didn't know he was gonna throw that sample out there, and I love that song by SWV. Like, it's such a bop, and I thank you Pharrell for that bop. Like, he produced that song, so I'm sure he gave him the green light that he can use that sample, and it's just a phenomenal song. And it felt so good. It kind of helped us ease out of because I feel like this whole album put us through a wave of different emotions, and he slapped that in there. To like, you know what? Let's let this breathe for a minute.
Mm.
Let's just groove. Let's just groove for a second. Then after that, he was like, "All right, I got something else to say. I'm gonna throw that in there." GNX is crazy. Like GNX is crazy. Like Peso went crazy. Peso slid on that first verse. I said, "Oh, okay." Like that's something I definitely played like over and over. I gotta step into that too.
Man, man,
I'm glad
thank
we were
you.
able to unpack that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it
I
felt
couldn't
good
hold
to
it
just
in.
yeah, it felt good to just talk about that. I'm like, I don't even know if we should do the full like home for the holidays thing right now. I think this got to just be a Kendrick Lamar episode.
I'm sure we can unpack because, like you said, you have to listen to it a few more times in order for you to get some, connections with the others. And once you do, because I'm sure that man is not done. I won't be
Not at
surprised if
all.
he's not.
He's
And
for
I'm sure
sure
we got
dropping
some.
something else. He's for sure dropping something
Sure.
else.
I'm sure we're gonna get some visuals up next. So when the visuals come, we gotta unpack that as well,
Oh,
because
what
that's
song do
just
you
as
most want a
important.
music video for? Not reincarnated. Any other song? What
Oh
song do you most
no.
want a music video for?
I think Reincarnated is just one of those songs that are too good for it's too good for a visual. I don't think it don't need a visual. So I think for me, as far as a visual, it would have to be either one of the smooth bops or one of the party bops. So it would either have to be, like I said, Dodger Blue, or TV off. TV off, because everybody love that right now for sure. They're definitely going to give a visual for that. I won't be surprised.
I need the Hey Now. I need the Hey Now video.
Hey now, hey now, yeah, a nice little fun one. Yeah, hey now, definitely got to have a visual. I do like. I think that's the one that's on right now. It's playing on my speaker right now. I have not stopped playing this. It's been back to back to back to back. Like this, I haven't had an album like this. Like, and I'm keeping it authentic. I haven't listened to an album like from top to bottom straight through since Victory Lap.
Dang.
Like, swear to God, because everybody in their mind was waiting on Victory Lap. Victory Lap was supposed to release a little way before it released anyway. But then when it released, it was like, oh my God, from top to bottom, there's no skips. It was so authentic. And you literally can feel everything that man put in that album. But this, it just feels just like that. It was like, oh my God, Kendrick dropped. Like, this is it. We've been waiting on this. And from 1 to 12, it's authentic. It's everything. And us as Angelinos, as LA natives, we can connect to this. It's just another connection piece that we can connect to. So that's just how I feel about that.
Hey, you kept it authentic.
Gotta keep it authentic, because this is an authentic album.
Yeah, it definitely has the keeping it authentic stamp of approval. We can say that, like, bar none.
For sure. Yeah, hopefully, we can have one of these songs as our opening songs when we start the pod.
Nah, that was slap. I'm gonna do my research into what like copyrights allow, but
for sure, it needs to be done. That is like in there. We on that. We are on it.
It might be when I post some reels from this episode. Maybe we'll be able to do it then.
Oh, for sure. I even checked. None of these songs are on Instagram yet.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, it just came out like 10 hours ago.
Swear to God, 9 a.m., bro, got done doing his 6-mile run and his push-ups and was like,
it's time.
Release the album. Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
It's time. And I hop on and be like, Kendrick drop. No. Like, my sister was like, Kendrick drop. I said, you lying. I go on Apple Music. It's a whole album. I said, oh my God. I got to get ready for my day. I got to listen to this. And lo and behold, from the time he dropped until now, we still listening to it.
Still listening. Still listening for sure. I can't wait for people to listen to this. I feel like this is a nice, like, instant reaction. Well, not instant, but a reaction type of podcast. Like, I feel like this is a nice, fun episode people can pop in tonight or whenever they listen to it and just bask in the gloriousness that is this album.
Yes, I agree. Like, and we can just all come together and just unpack it some more. But hopefully not to the point to where it's people try to put too many big pieces on it, because it's presented to us as it is. Like, you can't get no deeper than what it already is presented to us. And I hope people don't ruin it with trying to put those think pieces together, because sometimes that's not necessary.
You heard it here first, folks. I should say, keep your stank ass think pieces to yourself. At least that's how I heard it. I don't know if y'all heard it the same way I heard it, but she said, keep that shit to yourself.
Because it really don't have to be that deep. Enjoy it. Enjoy the craft. Enjoy the craft for what it is. Thanks, Beat. He came out for who he is. And that's it. And he gonna go back to minding his business. He gonna do the Super Bowl showcase in February. And he gonna go and enjoy his life and mind his business. Now leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Because now we know what's up when you don't leave him alone. Because now we know. People don't know how to take it.
Y'all can Usher riled up again, just even thinking about the beef.
Listen, I'm a Gemini. I feel it to the core because I get it. I can understand. I can empathize. I'm minding my business. Don't bother me. Because once I come out of the shadow, y'all not gonna like it.
Not the
People don't
shadow.
know how to handle it. Yeah, for sure. Like,
I think Kendrick Lamar done stuck something into the album that activated all the Geminis.
sure did.
Y'all got the Winter Soldier cheat code that just activates y'all Sleeper Soldier. Y'all was listening to Hey Now Say Now. Oh, this is the code. This is the
No,
Gemini
for real.
code.
No, for real. No, like he came in like going crazy. I got Shirley Temple curls in my hair. I'm shaking them like dreads, dog. We
Ostrich
got the
over there with the
party.
curls.
I'm so serious. I just waving them. You hear me? We got the party for the homegirls tomorrow. Oh, it's about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy. I'm ready
I,
for that. I got my Murphy fit ready for all that.
I was like, damn, do I really want to go out tomorrow night? But then this dropped. I was like, okay, I can't miss the party now.
You can't miss it because we're gonna have a blast.
I gotta go. So I guess next episode we're gonna have to fill them in on how turned it was.
Man, man, because the real question is, did Asha really show up with her mug of tea in her corner?
That sound fire. I'm honestly like hoping that you do, because if I come to that party tomorrow and you have some chamomile in the corner with some honey, I'm about to sit there and just.
I got elderberry in the cabinet right now. I might bring that. I got that for you. Some elderberry. We got honey too. So if you need it, it's gonna be cold. I don't know if we're gonna be inside or outside. So
Hey, who cares?
I'll have it on deck for you.
We gonna keep warm to the beat of Dodger Blue.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. An anthem.
And
Never
anthem
get
for
tired of
sure.
that. Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
yeah, this is an episode. I'm happy that we did this. This like gave me some energy for my Friday night. I'm ready to go turn the album back on. So I'm gonna have to let the listeners go so I can go play this album and like turn up real quick.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't even want to. I don't want to disrespect Kendrick Lamar by talking about holidays in the same episode as this album. Like we can talk about the holidays next episode.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like, we can just come together after the holidays and how we recap how we were able to, spend that time with others and, especially having the topic of, how we can cope during tough times during the holidays because I know that's common within people our age as well. Depending on the circumstances are at hand during the holidays, because sometimes the holidays can be fun, but then also the holidays can be a little rough depending on, what people go through. So, and the traditions that we can create with ourselves, with others, within our families, what we're continuing to keep on and other new ones that we're honing along the way, especially since we're grown now and a lot of us are starting to have children and creating their own families. So that can be a really good topic for once we come back from the holidays.
Hey,
And then maybe
relax on the children.
I got you. 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 I got you.
I
But
was feeling you till you said some of us starting to have family. I was like, whoa there, whoa there.
listen, I'm just saying, because it'll eventually be my turn. I'll be like, all right, Kyler,
All right, Tyler's crazy.
it's time to send that invite out. My turn now. Well, hopefully, when we come back to the pod, we can,
Asha
also
gonna
have
have the
another
bluest
phenomenal.
baby shower of all time.
Come on now, I like my earth tones. You never know, You never know. You never know. But
Okay.
don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. But yeah, when we come back, hopefully we will have another great space. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I may go out that way. You feel me? So I can test out this phenomenal beanbag chair.
The
That's
stuff of
always been my.
legends.
Oh my god, y'all don't know. Like I love a good beanbag chair, dog. And he has like an extra extra jumbo size one,
It's six
and
feet long. You gonna
that's
be in a
crazy.
nest.
Oh, for real. No, for real. I might record it just like that. You just probably just gonna see me from the nose up because I'm gonna be sunk into the beanbag chair.
We gonna do it just like that, just because you said that. It's just you're gonna be the Mike Wazowski of the podcast.
Like, hey, how's it going? So yeah, Asha's here in this beanbag chair because I just let her do her. Yeah,
Okay, she's down there. She's all right.
like she can breathe. I can breathe.
But Asha, this has been very fun. I'm excited for folks to listen to this. And listeners, I hope y'all really enjoyed this episode. Let us know in the comments about your favorite songs, your favorite lyrics, your favorite bars. Engage with us, tap in. And if y'all have like thoughts on the album or like specific lyrics y'all want us to break down next episode, hit us up. And I'll happily start next episode with a little deep dive because by then, like, give me a couple of days with this album, we gonna be good. We gonna be real good.
For sure.
But make sure y'all follow the podcast. Make sure y'all follow the podcast at Keeping It Authentic. Tap in with us there. Listen to other episodes of the Banquet Hall podcast, and yeah, go listen to the album one more time. Turn this off and go listen to the album. Leave us a 5-star rating, then go listen to the album and give that album a 5-star rating too.
For sure. And if there's any other, pieces of music you want us to talk about, I'm down for it. Like I said, I love music. Amoeba Music is my favorite place to be. I am a proud vinyl collector, and I can't wait for this to come out on vinyl.
Yeah, that'll be hot. That
for
will
sure.
be hot. But thank y'all, and we'll catch y'all next time.